You know, one of the most important things about life, and such a hard thing to learn if someone's not born with it, is confidence. And we've been asked many times, like, how do you get the confidence to do this, and how are you doing this, and what, you know, all that kind of stuff. And you said this would be a really good topic to kind of speak about.
Yeah, I think so. I think that, you know, at the end of the day, I think that people sometimes, all of us in general.
Yes.
You know, when we see somebody who's doing something and they're performing,
yes,
they're doing this, you're like, wow, that really looks good. I would love to do that.
Yes.
You see someone running a race, a marathon. You see somebody doing movies.
Yeah.
Speaking, public speaking.
Public speaking's got to be the worst, I think, for anybody who is doesn't feel confidence or doesn't have a lot of practice. I know for myself, you know, I have at least 35 years of experience performing in front of people through music and anything like that.
Yes.
And it's something about when you're up there without any piece of wood or anything kind of diverting the fact that you're in front of all these people.
Yes.
There's something about that. And when I do public speaking, or when I'm speaking in front of the public, which I guess is the same thing, I get very, very nervous, you know.
I think everyone, even the best speakers, or I'm sure we can ask movie actors, all of these
absolutely.
people, when they go up, it's not like, oh, I got this.
Yes.
You know, I think that everybody have areas in our lives that we need help, or we need that confidence or that boost to do something.
Absolutely.
Or to get something done. And sometimes even the best, or people that we look at, whether it's mentors and you see them going at it and all that stuff, and you see them doing it, you're like, what in the world?
A lot of people that I look up to, they're all nervous, and they all have this idea of just getting over themselves, or just having some rituals that they do. Yeah, a lot of people, like Wayne Dyer is another one that was, if he worried about what everybody thought, what he was saying, or had an opinion, he would never go out and do what he does.
Right.
So when I read that at one time, or maybe heard him say that, that kind of gave me confidence to go, oh, okay. It does matter what you're saying, but don't worry about what everybody's opinions are, because we know what people say about opinions. Everybody's got one, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Some of the things, you know, if you're speaking publicly, or you're out and about, or you have your chance to go on somewhere, or do something to help build your confidence, or help you to deliver a speech, or whatever the thing may be, is to focus on sometimes a person that has a really nice smiling face.
Right.
You know.
I tend to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you focus on somebody that's positive and just have a smiling face.
Yes, that's a great one.
The worst thing to do is kind of, you're speaking and you look at somebody and they're looking like this.
Right.
And then sometimes you can't even go by body language, because that person that looked like that, at the end of when you finish, they'll come up and say, that was very good.
Now, do you find when you're in front of somebody, would you rather look at somebody you know or not know? Which makes you less nervous?
Probably, I would say somebody that that I know. Probably.
That you know, okay.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, I'm more the opposite. I'd rather look at a wall, and like a stranger, and a person who's, you know, but you're right about that, where the person, if they're receptive to what you're saying, you tend to kind of like focus on them and stuff. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
And some of the things too, you know, I know for myself is to help confidence. My area in building, raising my confidence level is to, I know politicians use this, but I call it draining a swamp.
Oh, tell me about that.
And
what does that mean?
Drain the swamp first. Thoughts that's in your own head about yourself.
Wow.
And just kind of just take those things and just drain it. Actually just totally just cast those thoughts down. Just get rid of those thoughts about yourself.
Wow.
You know, sometimes some people don't like their voice. So if you're speaking and you're like, I hate my voice,
Right.
You know, you got to replace this with positive thoughts about your voice, and that you sound good.
Yes.
You know, those type of things.
We were just talking to, we did a feature on a gentleman.
Yes.
And he said he does not like when he hears his recording voice. And most of people don't.
I hear so many people talk about that when they're talking in public speaking, they hate their voice.
Yes.
You know?
Or they hear it on a recording. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So I know the voice that I hear in recording, It doesn't sound like what I'm listening now,
Yes.
because what happens is, and the little scientific fact is that you're hearing from the inside, so you're hearing the chest, you're hearing the inside of the ear, so it makes you sound like you're more deeper, more confident. And then once you watch yourself on TV, you're like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yes, that's really good. And also, draining the swamp, number one, again, is just your own thoughts about yourself.
Okay.
Getting rid of those thoughts.
Okay.
Taking and just choking those thoughts. And
All right.
Getting them out the way.
Wow.
Also, step two is draining the swamp of negative people around you.
Okay.
That comes and just downplay. You do good, it's good, but
Yeah.
they downplay it. Or
Wow.
They don't.
We all know those type of people. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And just people who, Debbie Downers, that's what they
Debbie
call them.
Downers, right.
Somebody who's always have something negative to say all the time, or, you look nice, oh, your shoes look terrible. Or, just something to say something,
Right.
just kind of sometimes it comes in these little funny forms, or joking forms, but sometimes
absolutely.
that can come and just chip at you a little bit.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that, because that kind of is even more like
Yes.
to talk about confidence, because that's just not confidence talking in front of somebody. That's just confidence in living each day.
Yeah.
We had a chance to go to Red Hot and Blue this episode, and we're really happy. It's one of our favorite places to kind of eat.
Yes.
And the funny thing about it, I've always heard about this barbecue place, and being from the north, I never really was into barbecue like they are down here. Like, they're almost as passionate about their basketball teams as they are their barbecue down in the good old South here. But Theo, your brother, introduced us to this place and said, hey, I think this would be a great place to do a feature, a story on, and so we decided to do it. And
And I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
This is great. Wonderful experience.
Yes.
And the staff there.
The staff is awesome. The staff is always friendly. It kind of feels like you're going over to a friend's house or maybe a restaurant your family owns or something like that. It kind of has that vibe to it. And the first thing that happens when you walk in there is what?
The smell.
Oh my gosh. There's nothing
that smoked smell that smacks you in the nose.
Yes.
It's just good.
It really is beautiful. It's a beautiful experience.
Yes.
But the owner is Steve, and he has a great staff, and we have become friends with them and good acquaintances. And we always go to our one table. It seems we always end up there.
Yes, we get directed right on over there.
Yes, it's like a perfect place to be. So we're very, very fortunate and honored that we're going to be doing that feature on this episode.
Yes.
This store's been here since 1996 of January. I've been here since 2007, running this restaurant. I bought it in 2007, and it's doing quite well. We're a Memphis-style barbecue. Comparing us to, the barbecue in North Carolina, you have two types of barbecue. You got Eastern, you got Western barbecue. So Western's kind of vinegar tomato base, and Eastern's, of course, vinegar base. And Memphis-style barbecue is, we're tomato base and we're dry rub when we smoke our meats. Well, it's Memphis-style, but you got to think, it's jazz. You got a lot of jazz, which, are tied in with the blues, So you're going to have that look, that theme. So, because, you're talking about barbecue, talking about pit barbecue and the blues, This is where it all originated, just the soulfulness of, from all our southern cuisines, from collard greens to pulled pork or pulled chicken or ribs. And my staff is about 40 employees. A lot of the staff is part-time. A lot of them are, students, college, that, normally you're waiting your tables and stuff like that, or working in the back of the house, but we'll, during the summertime, we'll pick up some more staff just for caterings that we do. So we offer any of your full-service caterings, delivery. We can go to your location, set everything up, feed everybody. Our catering's really easy. It's a la carte. So you just decide, you just tell me what food you want, how many people you want to feed. I'll tell you how much you need for those amount of people, and then we'll take it to you. And if you need full service, we can handle that too. I think it was about 2 years ago, we fed about 2,500 people. That was for a company, a pharmaceutical company in RTP. There's some things that I offered that other Red Hot Blues don't, you know, have, like, you know, like what we call pig wings, which are pork shanks, you know. There's other items like peanut butter pie we offer, which none of the Red Hot Blues offer. So, you know, we got our special niche. Not many people have smokers, you know, in their backyard. Yeah, some people have the green big egg and stuff like that, but it takes a lot of time too, you know. You don't have the time, because you got to think, you know, beef brisket and pork, we smoke for 12 hours at low temp. You know, not many people have the time like that, or the setup like that to enjoy the food. Okay, so say for example, for the pork and the beef brisket. So they will load up the smokers around 8 at night, p.m. And they'll, you know, for the beef brisket, they'll put the dry rub on it, and they'll set it up, put the wood in, and then turn them on at 9 at night. And then in the morning, I'll come in, do my thing, check the smokers, make sure everything is, you know, up to par, and then we turn them off around 9 in the morning. Slaw, potato salad, everything's homemade, you know. We get everything ready, you know. Everything's fresh every day. The biggest challenge, oh, there's so many, you know. I mean, as a food side, you're talking about quality of the food. Make sure you're getting good product coming in, you know. Just down to produce, making sure the tomatoes are just what you need to be. They can't be overripe, because then they're mushy in the salads. That kind of stuff. Challenge for employees, making sure everybody shows up on time, making sure your deliveries leave on time from the restaurant to make it to their appointment on time. You know, there's always challenges. It doesn't end. You know, you want to sell quality food, and that's what Red Hot Blues does. It sells quality food. And Southern hospitality, you know, that's the big thing here. Good quality food and Southern hospitality with our service. And, you know, and I'm very fortunate to have the staff that I have. I've had, you know, people that have worked for me for years, and I'm very blessed to have them, because, you know, it's a team that runs Red Hot and Blue. It's just not me. Just being successful, serving, you know, good quality food, and making sure people have a, you know, a wonderful time. Because, you know, here in Raleigh, there's so many restaurants you can go to, you know, and that's why I tell my staff, I mean, you have to do the best you can and give and be respectful and give quality service. Because, you know, when people decide, hey, you know what, let's go out to eat, where do we want to go? And so it's all about, you know, that Southern hospitality, and it's so important.
Hey everybody, Crystal and I are at Red Hot and Blue. It is the best barbecue in the Triangle, bar none. That's my friend Piggy right there. But we had a chance to go behind the scene. Crystal got a chance to do some prep, find out daily how it works. And this is a great place, got a great atmosphere. Great staff called the Pit Crew. They are friendly, efficient, and you'll make friends here right away. So we're gonna see how the place works and check out the decor, check out the scene, and after that, I know Crystal and I are gonna throw down.
Your pork, and what is the secret behind this good tasting smoked pork?
Well, the #1 secret is that slow cook process.
Okay, and how long is it cooked?
A good 10 to almost 12 hours, just depending on temperature.
Wow. Wow. So
but the key is to cook at that low temperature and slowly bring it up to speed. Yeah.
Bring it on up. And that's the smell that I smelled when I just walked in. You know, it just smacks you in the nose.
Absolutely.
You just walk in here, all that smoke smell. It's just so good.
Yeah, that's the pork, and then of course we use hickory logwood for our smoke flavor.
Okay.
And that's burning and pumping that flavor into the meat.
Okay, and so this is the wood here? And wow. And then you take this and where do you put this?
So we have a box back here that's fed in and the flame will feed. and fire up that log, and then they'll pump that smoke directly into the box where the meat's going. So this is the finished product. These are our pork shoulders.
Yeah.
Now that is one difference between the Carolina style pork and our Memphis style. Carolina will cook the whole hog. Memphis is the pork shoulders only.
Okay.
And then we'll pull that meat off. Carolina will chop it up and mix a vinegar, but we pull it off in chunks and put a tomato-based sauce.
A tomato-based sauce. Awesome. Wonderful. That looks good.
Yep.
I'm hungry right now.
Yeah.
Well, we get ready to pull some pork.
So this is the yummy pork shoulders that we just cooked all night.
Yes, yes. Just taking just pull it apart.
Yeah. First thing you want to dig the skin off.
Look at that right there.
And we will use the skin to cook our collards.
Wow, that's really amazing. They use the skin to cook the collards. Yes.
Nothing goes to waste.
Nothing goes to waste in here. Wow, this is great. It smells really good. You can smell that smoke after 10 to 12 hours. This smoke has gotten down into this pork. It smells good. I can just smell it. It's just.
This is our expert right here, Maria.
We have Miss Maria over here. And
show you how we break it. See how it just falls apart? Take the bone out. We're still gonna go through, clean it up, and then as we get, basically about 3 pounds, she'll start to wrap it up, and then we'll pull it down and get it ready for serving the next day. Pork and our chicken's all locally sourced, or most of our product is locally sourced. Everything comes extremely fresh, and no preservatives, no additives. So we're only cooking what we're going to use over the next day or two, and that way we constantly keep a rotation of fresh product.
Hanging out in the kitchen at Red Hot and Blue, they're gonna put you to work. I had a chance to get my hands into the potato salad. And also the coleslaw. And their famous, delicious cornbread. Yeah. Now it's time to throw down.
So what are some ways that we can discern people who, not everybody's going to be on your side, and that's okay. Nobody should be on your side, really. It's all about you, right? And it's between you and God and what the people that love you think,
Yes.
But what do we do to discern people that will be nice to you? And we all know these people. They will be nice and follow you like a parasite. And just say they love you, but inside they they abhor you.
Yeah, you know what? I've dealt with that over the period of years on jobs and different organizations and stuff.
Right.
And sometimes you got to kind of look at it. Is that's going to always be around you.
Yes,
You
for
see
sure.
it, you know it. Still treat them nice.
Yes.
Still, respect, but you can feel that around you a lot.
And it's tough.
Yeah.
And that kind of breaks your confidence too a little bit. I think it's a total mindset of where you're at. Because if you're relaxed and you're all good, there's not a problem. But if you somehow have some sort of prejudice against what you're doing, and definitely if you don't believe in what you're saying or you think.
Oh, I like that. Not believing in what you're saying.
Or you feel that
Yes.
you're illegitimate and you don't feel worthy to it. That's your confidence gets ripped apart.
Yeah, and that's where preparation
Yes.
comes in.
Absolutely.
Because if you're not prepared for something,
Yes.
there's a when you're prepared, there's
Yeah.
a level of confidence that you have to say, I got this thing and
Right.
I'm going at this thing, I'm
Yes,
prepared.
yes, absolutely.
But like you said, but if you're not prepared, now, when someone is speaking and they don't really believe their own selves, or they're not like, okay, I sound like crap or whatever. We can't keep thinking that, because
Right.
that's a part of draining the swamp of getting
Yeah.
those thoughts out there,
Yeah.
because you can actually sound really good and you really get
Right.
the message apart.
Absolutely. Your own self-critiquer
yes.
is going, you stink, you
Across.
stink. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And but confidence is something that everybody wants, and we need that in order to
Yes.
perform.
Absolutely.
If you're going on an interview and you're not confident,
They'll pick it up right away.
you'll pick it up right away. An interview or
Yes.
just in a crowd.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Yeah.
have like a face, or
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
to pick you because you just have like something on you.
Yes.
Another way to help your confidence is to your clothes. Try
Oh,
to
okay.
get a new wardrobe or something
Oh,
that
okay.
you can wear instead of wearing the same thing. Change
Yes,
up.
yes.
Change up on your hairstyle. Change up on your body posture.
Yes, yes.
Sit up a little bit. Smile a little bit.
And you're totally right on that, because I learned that over the years. Yes, because when I was a teenager, I was more, as all teenagers, where we kind of slump over. And but I know as I went through my adult years and realized, if I just stand up a little bit and look people in the eye, that's another thing.
Oh, that is really good. I was going to
people
get
right in the
get to
eye.
that. Yes, you look in.
And that works on a whole bunch of levels. That works on dating. I mean, that really works. You look them in the eye.
Yeah, it worked here.
But
Yes.
when you look them in the eye and you present themselves, it doesn't mean that you're. And there's a difference between being confident
And cocky.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
yes,
There's
absolutely,
a
yeah.
big difference.
Yeah.
And we see where that becomes overboard. It's an inflated ego, and you're absolute crap, and you don't think you are. But yeah, it's a tough thing.
Yes, and changing atmospheres, and
Yes.
again, if you're around a group, you have to check. Even if it comes to people that's around you a whole lot, and they're just pulling, not just pulling, but just kind of it's a damper, and it's just things are. You go over their house, and all the time it's something negative, and they have to talk about something or other people.
Yes, yes.
Constantly
Yeah.
talking about other people, and just then you turn on the news,
And not in a good way.
Right, not in a good
Yeah,
way. Yes,
okay,
talk about people not in a good way, and then if you turn on the news, what are you feeding yourself?
Yeah.
Sometimes, a whole week of just watching bad news on TV or something.
Negative
something
stuff,
negative,
yeah.
or some sad movies,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
type of stuff. I remember I was watching a movie and it boosted my confidence.
Oh, right.
I felt like just taking off with wings and flying after the movie.
Yes.
And sometimes looking at a movie that's really uplifting and a movie with courage in
Yes,
it.
yes.
Listening to motivational speeches and teaching.
Right.
To help build you up. Listen to that stuff. Sometimes we go out, we work out, we go to the fitness place,
Yes.
and we have it in your ears.
Yes.
And while you're working out, I'm putting on something with some positive affirmations.
yes.
It just builds you up, and you feel like you want to just burst out and just
Right.
kind of just conquer a lot of things.
Right. My thing in my head
Yes.
is more like Mickey from Rocky, just yelling at me. Remember that guy?
Yes.
That's more what's going on in my head. But
Wow.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to do that when I was in a band and going to rehearsals and stuff when I was first starting.
Yes.
I would watch these videos that I would have of bands playing, and it got me just in sort of that kind of atmosphere and that
Yes.
sort of level.
Yes.
And I might not have played as well as these people did, but I was kind of like at least mentally there.
Yeah.
And how many times have we heard that what you think is really the most important thing? That how many athletes and actors, they go and they visualize what they're going to do.
I love that.
Yes.
Visualizing first.
Yes.
That helps out a whole lot.
Yes.
Even if you're going on an interview.
Yes.
Visualize you
Yeah.
going into that interview
Yeah.
and you are just blowing it
Just
out of
blown
the
away.
yeah,
Success.
out of the
Yes,
ballpark.
yes,
You're just
yes,
taking
yes.
it and you just visualize it first.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
helps too as well.
Absolutely.
But you definitely don't want to focus on if you're speaking somewhere and a negative face or somebody that doesn't look up,
Yeah,
look like
yeah.
they're lifted up or anything.
Right.
But you want to focus on the faces that are out there.
Yeah.
You look at those faces, and again, going back to draining the swamp again, it's just your own thoughts, negative people, changing your environment, getting away from that stuff. Sometimes you just have to cut that off, drain it all the way out, and because your confidence can get you through doors.
No doubt.
It can get you to places.
Yes.
People are looking for confident people. If you were running a business, would you want a receptionist, not very confident answering the phone?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
You know, you want somebody, hi, how you doing?
Yes.
You know, you just want somebody that's really upbeat,
Right.
somebody that
taking
has that.
ownership of the business. Yes,
And
absolutely.
yes, if you're running a corporation, you want to take and put confident people out there too as well.
Right.
You want to put them in position.
No doubt.
Because people, it's like a magnet. Somebody, I want that. I want that. And so, and if you take your own time and build up your confidence, don't let somebody take that confidence and rip it down.
So confidence really is your responsibility, and it can be done. There's no doubt. There's so much resources out there, so many examples to do it. Just be you too. Find the best you and be it.
Yes.
I wanted to take this time to personally thank you for all the support and good tidings we've had over our program. And if you could take the time to like us on Facebook at Coffee and Cream TV, as well as check out our website at ReConnectLive.org, and we can stay connected. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Coffee and Cream.